about that. So, hello everyone. Welcome, welcome. We're glad to have you here. Hello to Pierrette and Cat Mama and Annie and anybody else that may be out there in YouTube world. Um, Glad to have Wisdom Seeker Joan here and our Spirit Whisperer Mark here as well. And you can put your questions in the chat if you'd like. We'll be able to look at it.
I think we're having an echo.
Does somebody have? And you can put your questions in the chat. Somebody have it open somewhere else?
I think we're having an echo.
No, I only have this window open, but I do hear it being repeated or something.
Somebody have it open somewhere else?
Is somebody's phone on or something? No, I only have this window open, but I do hear it being repeated.
Yeah.
That's the delay. That's the delay. Let me look and see if for some reason it's open somewhere else on mine. I don't think so. I don't see it.
Yeah.
That's the delay. That's the delay. Let me look and see if for some reason it's open somewhere else. What the heck? I don't think so.
I can go out.
Should I
come
try
back,
and go? Well, I'll go out and come back in.
Okay.
and then I
Why
will.
don't you try that, folks? Yeah. All right. Yeah. So if we're listening to if we have another thing open, we will hear it, but there's always a delay, and so that's why you hear sort of an echo. But sure, Jenny, we'll be happy to do that, honey. Yes. Oh, Lisa Ann, I don't think it's on. No, it wouldn't be you. It would have been one of us because we're the ones broadcasting. So it's not. Yeah, Annie, you're right. We are multidimensional. Let's see. All right, Mark, speak.
Hello.
I don't hear it. Okay, good. So it might have been Joan. Let's see.
Hello. Oh, now it came on.
Okay. I don't hear it. Okay, good. So it might have been Joan.
And hello. I've got to.
It started echoing when you came on, like it wasn't echoing. Then all of a sudden it did again. I don't know.
I think it's you, Mark, and it might be that you have something open, but you don't realize it. So you might have to check your boxes at the top. See if it's Mark, and it might be that here it goes.
There's nothing.
Let's see. I have to check your boxes at the top. See if it's. I muted the mic. Here it goes.
Nothing.
No, I'm still hearing it. Very strange. Sorry, everybody. We got a little bit of a technical issue, but Mercury's in retrograde. Still hearing it. Very strange. Sorry, everybody. We got a little bit of a technical issue, but Mercury's in retrograde.
Let me go out with just you and Joan and see if it keeps going.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me go out with just you and Joan and see if it keeps going.
I turned my phone off and I just have. Okay. Oh.
It's you then, or me. And I'm looking and I can't see any other place that I have anything open. It's you then, or me. And I'm looking and I can't see
Okay.
any other place that I have anything open. It's crazy.
This is very, very odd.
Yep.
Okay. But we're still getting the delay. This is very, very odd.
All right. I'm going to go out, Joan, and see what happens. Okay. I'll try going out as well.
Okay. Sorry about this, everyone.
I'm going to go out, Joan.
Okay.
And see what happens. Okay.
Oh,
I'll try going out as well.
Okay. I'm answering your echo. Sorry about this, everyone. Okay. Oh, I'm answering.
Oh, let's try this.
Now I'm hearing a buzzing.
I have a buzzing here in my this.
Now I'm hearing a buzzing. And I'm hearing the repeats.
I have a buzzing here in my.
I'll go out again and see.
Do you have a headset? It says to try disconnecting the headset. Shannon says try disconnecting the headset. Thanks, everybody.
Did it get better without me?
I think it might be Joan because it still continued, and I went out and came back in. Let's see if anything comes up within this next few seconds.
Hello,
here.
hello.
Somebody's YouTube is open, and that's why it's looping. Yeah, Annie, we are on an adventure. A Mercury retrograde adventure.
Something just really hasn't wanted the three of us to do a show.
I was in a meeting on Zoom yesterday with faculty, and we could not hear anything, and they could not hear us. And so I'm thinking, I'm the only one here that I wouldn't say it, but I'm the only one here that understands it's probably a Mercury retrograde problem, but you don't tell other people that don't understand that. So, all right. I wouldn't say it, but I'm the only one here that understands it's probably a Mercury retrograde problem.
I know it starts with when Joan comes on, it starts up again. So
it's me?
Yeah, but I don't. I think so.
It's repeating.
When Joan comes on, it starts up again.
So I'm gonna just head out.
Oh, all right. It's because you have. Oh, all right. I was going to tell her it's because she must have something open somewhere, another YouTube channel.
Does she use her phone? Do you know? It's always easy for me to see because I'm always on my computer. I don't use my phone because that drives me crazy.
Right.
And it's easier to tell if you have something open or not because it's right there. But so, I'd seen it went away when she went away.
I know. I'm sorry, Joan. I know you're still there. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Headset. She uses a headset.
We tried that too. We tried to take the headset out of the picture, and that still didn't work. So it's very possible that she can get this straightened out. And if you do, Joan, you might even reboot your computer and see what shows up still hanging out there, and then come back, honey. Come back if you can figure it out. So, all right. Sorry about that, everybody. So hi, Cat Mama and Pierrette and Annie and Lisa, Wiki. Let's see. Ann Simpson, Craig Dixon, Siwi. All right. Who else is here? Starfish wonders if we'll all send her some good energy. Absolutely, Starfish. You got it, girl. I'm thinking of you, and I'm sending you all kinds of positive love, light, rainbows, beauty all around you, and hope that you start feeling better for the highest good of all. So take care of yourself. Hello, Scott and Jane. Oh, wow, it's great to see you. JL Vader, hello, dear. Fiona and Sage Burner. Yes, we are Sage Burner. You can put your questions up. Wiki, I think I said hi to you. Shannon. Oh, wow. Thanks for being here and putting up with us. Yeah. Nancy Smith, Peter Watts. Okay, well, thank you, Peter. I'm glad you're here. I know sometimes you can't stay, but you can always come back. Let's see if Joan can do it. Do it. Try it, Joan.
Still not working. So I'm going to.
Okay. All right, honey. Hopefully it will get. All right. All right. Yep. Hi, Gertrude. It's great to see you. Okay. Also for Anne, would you send her positive vibes? A 3-month dental adventure. Oh my God.
In about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
She's starting the adventure in 20 minutes.
In 20 minutes. Anne's down in New Zealand. So she's in a different, And so. New Zealand. Yes. Good luck, honey. Teeth are, what is the word? Details. Your teeth are details. So hopefully the details will all work out for you and that you will feel much better as soon as this adventure continues. My dentist had wanted me to get braces at 65 years old. And I said, sorry, just not worth it to me. Not at all, So I decided to do that.
And would it
all right. Okay, so I got some questions already here for you. I am concerned about this particular I'm so sorry to hear this, dear. We send you so much love and so much compassion, and I am terribly sorry that this is just horrible. Here comes another communication, huh, Mark? So you're wanting to know about whether or not he's been picked up or he's been found or whatever, and so let's see what we can find out for you.
Reporting.
Oh. What a horrible thing to have to go through.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to pull a win card.
In August, it seems like a long time.
It does.
Did you know the person?
Yeah, put that in the chat if you can, see. You don't have to tell us anything more, but it's just whether or not you knew this person.
I just wonder.
Yep. 8 crowns. Wow.
Oh, that was the first date. Oh, man. Okay. Thanks, son.
Oh, my goodness. I just heard about that guy in Iowa that killed those college students, and somebody came forward and said they went on a Tinder date with him like a year or two ago, and that he was a creep. He was really, really creepy. They're so scary. Oh, I'm so sorry, dear. I am sending you lots and lots of love. High hypnicity. So you do know the person, even though it was a first date, you know their name and you know, okay. So, all right. So I'm picking my card through my cards for when this will be resolved. I don't care for this. It says October. But they might have to build a case before they're able to. Yes, I'm sorry. It is Idaho, Cat Mama, not Iowa. I apologize. Yeah. Ooh, okay. So I pulled some cards here for you, Siwi, and I get right now they're in a series of chaos. There's a lot of chaos with this reporting. There's something that has been his aggression. And I don't know if this is there's been more than one of these reports for this person, or even if he gave you the right name of himself. I'm not sure, but he's hiding behind some kind of a mask, and so. There's secrets and lies and all kinds of things going on right now with this. But be more assertive with the police department or whoever you reported him to. Check in on it, find out about it. And because they tend to forget, they put it in a pile and they don't work on these things. And this is something that you need to have taken care of. And so use your public microphone if you have to in order to do that.
I feel like they've been in contact with the person, and he's trying to pull a rabbit out of the hat, like he's trying to flip things and act like it didn't happen, of a thing. I feel like he's denying it, saying it was you were willing and stuff like that, trying to turn it upside down. He's trying to turn it on you. Here, I get this karma upside down, but trying to make them think, oh no, I didn't do anything. She's just crying wolf or something. But he's guilty. Dark energy. I feel like this might not be the first thing that he's
Altercation or
yeah,
that he
that
had
he's
done.
had.
Uh-huh.
But then I got this fall card too, which you got that October.
I did. Maybe that's when it will come to
But I'm wondering too, let me just ask something here.
I admire her for her strength as well, hypnicity. Yes. A lot of people won't report.
Are they going to
That's where
follow
that
through
mask,
on this?
that's where that mask and Mark has, the duplicity in
Right.
his eyes.
I mean, I don't know how they can, not pursue it on some level or tell you that they did or something. It seems like a long time not to have any communication
Right.
from the police, even if they said he denied or whatever. I feel like there
Right.
should be some kind of report by now. Something feels funky.
Have you tried to get somebody, a lawyer? And I know they're expensive, but maybe there are pro bono people out there that can help as well if you don't have a lot of money. Maybe you can get a lawyer and they can do that digging for you. They can check with the authorities. Oh, Jane. Okay. She thinks he has connections to the police. And that's very possible. Yeah, very possible. Yeah. I am so sorry, Seaweed, but I think that it's going to, there's a lot of denial here. And I think that, they're probably trying to build something. And hopefully if somebody else, I don't want it to happen to somebody else, of course, but hopefully somebody else will come forward. Oh, Jules Niner, I'm so sorry, ladies.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for all of you who had to go through this horror. I am just really sending you lots and lots of love, honestly. Yeah. Wow.
I feel like there may be, I'm still hearing that there could be another person, at least one, who also has kind of a story to say about him.
Uh-huh.
And that might come out somehow here. Even like there might be something written about him online or something like that.
Okay.
Where, someone else has been speaking out about his behavior or something. I'm just wondering about that.
Yep.
Because I feel like he comes off like a friendly, nice person, and then it turns into this, enemy. It's like a tooth, he changes.
Yeah.
But I don't think you're the first person that's experienced it. So
Right.
I'm wondering if something like that, or if they've hit onto something like that and they're looking into that to see if there's somebody else. Something. It's not done yet.
No, I don't think so either. I think it takes time, but we don't want it to. The justice system moves so slowly. But JL says it took a year for her molester to be sentenced. So that would be right. She said it was August that it happened. And so we both pulled fall cards. I'm hoping that it does get resolved by that time. But I would definitely try to keep on those folks and let them, how is it coming along? I've seen that a lot of people get a lot more if they keep bothering.
Yeah, like the squeaky wheel. I'm wondering, have you reached out and said anything happening? What happened,
Yep. I did see this morning that Lisa Marie Presley had a cardiac arrest. She's not very old. I think she's probably in her 50s, early 50s, perhaps. So I want to just send out my best to her. She's also has lost her son within a recent period of time. So, all right, Seaweed. I send you lots and lots of love and healing. I hope that you're able to get some kind of help if you need it. And please know this community is very supportive behind what you need. And obviously it's happened to some folks in this community. And thank you all for sharing that with her and offering your love and support as well. So
yeah, and don't be afraid to ask somebody to help you in it. Like I don't know if it has to be a lawyer, but I did pull. I'm finally ready to ask for help. So if there's someone else you can kind of get, with on your behind you and support
Right.
helping with it,
Yep.
might be good. That also
Yep.
might get them going a little more.
I really, yeah. There are too many people that have been gone through this, Jules Niner. Yes, you're absolutely right. Anyway, I'm holding you all. You're welcome, dear. Thank you for sharing. It's a very difficult thing to bring up on a public place, but please know that this is a safe place as far as the community goes. They're very loving here, so it is a place to come to if you
She's
need
in
that.
Germany too. Yeah.
Oh, you're in Germany.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, and things are very different over there than they would be here or anywhere else. Yeah. So we have our friend Jane the Seeker. I'm so glad to see you, Jane. I hope you're feeling okay. But she wants to know why her cats aren't getting along, Mark.
Jane, is it how many cats? 2, 3? Just would like to know. And can you give me a name or two?
There you go. Oh, Jules.
Let's see, kitty cats. Why aren't my cats getting along? What's going on, kitties?
They are cats,
Well,
Hypnosis says. Annabelle and Buddha.
They're both queens and litter mates.
And litter mates.
Okay.
2 women, and they think dogs are just bitches, but cats can be that way too. Oh, wow. They were bottle fed.
It doesn't seem too serious. It feels like basic cat shenanigans, but a little bit elevated. Some of it's, I know it's going to sound weird, but you know how we're all going through this energetic shift? Different of us sense it or feel it differently, but it's happening as far as I can tell. In the whole earth. The animals also sense it and are aware of it. And they react too. And some of this is a reaction kind of to shifts in the energy. And it's sort of like
I agree. Yep.
My pets have been a little bit acting up a little bit, and just like my 2 kitties who are best buddies and they really like each other. I have 4 kitties, but 2 of them really like each other, and they've been tumbling through the house the past couple of days, like rolling.
Wow.
And,
yep.
Smacking and fighting, and I'm just going, well, what's happening? Is it like frisky energies or what's going on? And I do think it is a little to do with that. They're saying we're not serious. Even though they might act serious.
Uh-huh. Wow.
It's a little more dramatic.
Well, I got to mention that we've been having a lot of strong solar flares also. And they're not just the regular solar flares, they're the X solar flares. And it does impact us. And I think the animals, of course, are more attuned to those types of things than even we are. So it could be that they're like, the energy's too much, leave me alone, get out of my way, But, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. It is mostly energetic, I think, Jane.
Yeah.
And they assure me that it's not really serious. Cats do like to be pretty dramatic.
Uh-huh.
You said they're 2 queens, but they can be pretty big drama queens and like be overly dramatic. Mine do that quite often.
Spitting and hissing at each other and
acting like, and it's then a minute later, it's nothing, we're fine. So it's kind of like that, but they are being stimulated, or it feels, let me see, it's like I kind of get this, like it feels kind of like it sends like a little wave of energy through them. And I also think they're just demonstrating that they sense it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything
I
else,
just
Allie?
No, I just really feel like it's the energies that are attracting, and it also could be you never really know if a cat or a dog is. Well, I'm sure you do, Mark, because you communicate with them, but you can't tell always when one of them is not feeling well or just really is tired or wants to be left alone.
Yeah.
Yesterday, my two Shih Tzus get along really really well, but yesterday one of them was growling at the other one, and it was sort of out of context, out of character for her to do that. But I realized that I think she was asleep and she got disturbed. So, but no hissing and hissing and spitting. That's kind of scary. So I understand. But
Yeah, but that's what they do, and
they do. Okay.
and they're just expressing themselves, and it feels like it's a little elevated.
Yeah.
Because energy, and I can kind of relate to that just as myself. I feel things are a little elevated, like
Yeah, they are.
feels a little more or something. It's like what? So I feel like it is that. I just keep getting, yeah, Mark, that's what it is.
Well, also Mars has just turned direct, and Mars is the god of war, and all kinds. And so, that might even affect the cats. So I think I pulled the balance card. They're trying to balance themselves out. And but I did see something, Mark, today on Facebook that really blew my mind. Somebody's dog passed, and about an hour later, they took a picture of their cat, and their cat was going like this.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking that the cat could see the spirit of the dog. Do you think that's true?
Yep. I feel like it. God. Oh, wow. And it probably depends on how close they were and stuff, but I think so.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Because I get that all the time, that they're aware when the others come to visit. They also are aware when human spirits come.
Come visit. Yeah. I saw that the other day. My dog was looking sort of in a weird way, and I thought, okay, somebody's here. So
I don't think thank you very much. Physically wrong, though, Jane. I don't get any physical.
No physical.
No, I don't feel like that they're sick or anything.
Yeah. Thanks, Jane. I hope things get better with them. All right, so we got Warrior Girl. She'd love a message from Spirit for this weekend. Ooh, something must be happening.
Message from Spirit for this weekend. Warrior Girl.
Oh, she has a vet check. Okay, good. Vet check scheduled, Jane. That's good, Jane. That's a good idea. Let's see what I get for you.
Well, I don't know. The cards sound like it's going to be a great weekend to me. I get 3 of water, which is 3 of cups. And this is always that celebrating with others card. You're dancing in a little circle. Mm-hmm. And that feels like having fun, like a fun can be had on the weekend. And then I also get the Wheel of Fate, which is the Wheel of Fortune. And, lucky, fortunate time. Feels like it could be a good weekend just out, Mm-hmm. As you pick and choose, this seems like it's a good one. And are you doing a work event or something? Or going out with workers? There could be something about work. I'm just kidding, because of the 8 of Pentacles. Mm-hmm. Here we call it the 8 of Earth. but kind of busily. I mean, I don't know. It's making me say it might be somehow involved with people you work with or a work event or something like that, but maybe not.
Okay. Well, I pulled here, Warrior Girl, that you're quite the dreamer. You've got something up your sleeve for the weekend, and it's maybe, oh, she's traveling to see her son. Okay, it's been a
she's
year and a half.
hoping
So
to.
yeah, you've been dreaming about this for quite a while. You've been dreaming about it for quite a while. Is he some kind of an artist? I get the artist card, but then again, Mark pulled the worker card. So I'm thinking maybe he does artful, because look at this. You know, your soulmate doesn't have to just be someone that you have as a partner. They can also be one of your relatives or friends. And I see here that you two are soulmates in a lot of ways, and it is a male. So it is your son. I pulled that card before you wrote that. So I'm seeing that this is going to be a great weekend, but I'm wondering about the artist thing. I'm just wondering about that. You know,
And
it
that,
could be,
you know, that worker card for me could be that you've been working on this, planning on this trip, or, you know, you've been,
could be.
and that could even be mentally, you know, you've been
Mhm.
planning on it or hoping for it. But then beyond that, those other two cards are great for it.
I
It
know.
feels like it's a good thing, and
Yep.
that this is a good time. It's good timing, you know, getting together. So I feel like the cards in the universe are behind it.
Yep.
You know, if you can logistically work it out and everything, because
Yep.
this weekend's
that's-
come pretty quick.
They do, and that's maybe what that dreamer card was. You know, you've been waiting and planning and dreaming to see him, and it's very hard not to be able to see your loved ones for that long a period of time. So very good. Well, enjoy yourself, Warrior Girl. You'll have to come back and tell us all about it. We
Yeah.
hope you have a good trip. Yeah, excellent. So here we got Sage Burner with a kitty cat, and she says it was a rough couple of weeks. Will things improve? I think we're all dealing with this.
Calico, if that's a tortoise shell.
Beautiful
tortoise shell.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Sage Burner, love that name. It's a rough couple of weeks at work. Will things improve?
Well, I'm so glad to know that your son is an artist in a sense. That's cool.
I feel like you guys are going to get together.
Jules likes your cheetah shirt, Mark.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
Okay. So I pulled the first card I pulled, Sage Burner, was the faith card. Have faith in things unseen. So I'm taking that as a yes. Just wait it out. Things are going to get better. Have faith that they will, because you know, we all go through ups and downs, and so the faith card wants you to look at that, and also love yourself. Make sure you love yourself, or that you are loved by others, and remembering that. The last card's kind of fun because it says night vision. And it's a woman with her eyes shut, and it's nighttime with a crown on her head. I'm wondering if you are able to access your dream life. I'm thinking, because, you know, if you're asleep, it's a vision that you're having visuals in your dreams, and that's usually done at night. That's usually when we sleep. So maybe watch your dreams. See if there's anything in there that's tugging at you.
Are you done, Allie?
I am. Yes.
Okay. Sage Burner. Well, when I look at the cards, I feel like it's something to do with the boss, or it's kind of like boss employee kind of shenanigans. I get the Three of Earth, which is Three of Coins, and a lot of times that's, in this card, it's looking like boss and employees to me. But, you know, a lot of times it's like seeking out somebody with expertise or, working together. It's definitely like a work card. But I feel like there may be, because of this male energy here with this hat and this bird all dressed up, it feels like it could have been a little bit of like negative, what I'd call masculine energy. That could also be from a woman, but sort of not very pleasant, not really considering the best for everybody. But it feels like a boss. I feel like, though, somebody's aware of it. Like, I get this Mother Earth card, which is the Empress. But there's a need for this feminine energy to kind of come through and balance things out again. And I think she does, Queen of Fire. I feel like it feels like a boss problem or
Boss is female, she says. Boss
Okay.
is female. Yep.
like a supervisor kind of a problem. But I feel like somebody is aware of it and is going to try to balance it out. So having a bunch of work dreams. Yeah, I think it will. It looks like it's going to be a little bit of a fiery situation to come to the conclusion. But this is the Queen of Fire, and that's Queen of Wands. So it, that's. I feel like there definitely has to be a stronger female influence. Now, not just a woman, but more, feminine energy that's that considers everybody. That's instead of just kind of single-minded or ego-focused, it's more on everybody focused. So I don't know. There might be somebody getting replaced or something like that.
Ooh. Well, figure out, I do want to mention that we have a Dream Detective show, and I think you know that, but make sure that you write down some of your dreams, because according to C.G. Jung, the psychologist, they are real events for us, even though they're in a subconscious way. They're there to help us to decipher what we need to do. So if you can write those down, you can see how they change and see what is being suggested symbolically for you. So I'm just going to throw that out there. But good luck, Sage Burner. I hope things get better for you. It sucks to have to work in a place where you're having all that kind of problem. So,
yeah.
Hello, Shannon Hutchinson. How are you, dear? She's wondering, I guess she wants a love reading here.
Woo-hoo. Hi, Shannon. Love.
The love boat.
Shiny and new.
When I first came here, Andrea Galvin called me Julie, the cruise director.
She had a little cute short haircut, Julie did.
She did, and she was young. So.
What do I want to say about this here love?
Right, I'm using a different deck of cards called the Ascending Light Oracle, and I'm going to pull 3 of them. Ooh. So the first card I got, Shannon, is it's time to purge. There's some toxicity that's going, and that could be people. It could be a situation. You want to make sure you purge that toxicity and to feel, stay away from toxic people and dead-end relationships. Make sure that you discern if this is going to be something that you want to spend your time in. So that's an important thing to remember. The next one is that sometimes you're not able to make progress with these toxic people. And so it's been holding you back and you feel like you've been hitting a brick wall. And we've all been through that, honestly. So, but the last card I got is a man. So if provided that's what you're looking for love. Yeah. It's a male friend enters your life, and it is a romantic interest, but it says a man will assist you and play a key role. So if you are not romantically interested in men, some man will come around and help you out to meet somebody else. It just depends on what your situation is, who you're looking for to love. So good luck. Ooh, I like that.
Yeah. Oh, so your partner said a male supervisor just retired and they haven't replaced him. Yeah, I know, because that's interesting, because I kept seeing somebody being replaced or a new person. I feel like it might be a woman who replaces that guy. I'm sorry, I go
Okay.
back because then I see.
Oh, back to Sage Burner. Okay, that's
Yeah,
fine.
and then
Yep, that's all right.
Well, Shannon, what I'm hearing, and I haven't really pulled a card, is that this could be a productive year, and it could be a good time to find, someone fun to interact with. So I'll get the sun. That's a good positive. Yes, coming.
Sure.
But I am hearing from Spirit, sit down, get really clear on what you want from a relationship. Yeah, physically, yes, too. But really, what are you most seeking in a relationship with another person? Companionship, friendship, laughter, whatever it is. And get clearer on it, I'm hearing, because it's a little too general, kind of a little bit too much leaving it up to them rather than you making a little bit more specific choices. Because the universe will direct someone to you. That's what you're looking for. But they want you to be a little more specific so that it suits you. So that it's not just... otherwise, you kind of go through several instead of finding one that fits you better.
Yep.
And if going through several, something is fun for you, then that's great. But I mean, if you're looking for the one, so to speak, they want you to be a little bit more specific in what you're picturing.
Yep. Annie says to write it down. That may sound silly, but it actually really is important. What qualities are you looking for in someone? What is it that you want from a relationship? And also, a lot of people get into a relationship and they don't even realize the other person doesn't want children, or they don't ever want to do travel, or whatever it is that you like to do. So you need to be very specific to, and it's really a good time. Yesterday was 1/11, so that was a great day to manifest, but any day is a great day to manifest. So yeah, writing it down, I think, is a great idea.
Right. Writing is great because it takes it out of the mind and it puts it into the world. It becomes physical. It's a way to physicalize what you want. And it really makes a huge difference, guys.
It does.
It seems simple, but it's a big difference.
Yep, absolutely. Took me a while to learn that myself, and I'm a writer, so I don't know. Yep. All right. So we got Fruity Fiona here today. Hi, Fruity. It's good to see you. Thank you for being here.
What'd you call me?
Is there anything she needs to know? Well,
anything I need to know? Well,
do you have a specific area, Fruity, that you want to know something, or you just want us to see what your guides are working
just
with?
What the cards say.
Yeah. Okay.
Anything for Fruity.
Ooh. I see some new beginnings for you, Fruity. I see some expected changes in personal growth this year. So look at the butterfly. The butterfly has been trapped in a chrysalis for the longest time, and finally it busts out and breaks free. It looks like this is what's in the cards for you. And anything that you might want to do brings you good success and victory. You get the crown. So that's really good. I think the best one, and this is one of my favorite cards, is the cupcake. Indulge, treat yourself to the sweet things in life, because they're there for you, and you only need to just reach out and take it. So thank you, Fruity.
I am transforming. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, and I feel like, you say you're transforming. But you know, you're shedding and letting go stuff that doesn't suit you, which is great. Kind of shaking the mud off so that you can become clearer and clearer. This is muddy on the top and clear on the bottom. But I think you've been working on washing the mud away and, you know, getting to that clarity, which is good. You're realizing more your true self. You realize that the bottom of it all, you're a little angelic good guy, you know, and when you wipe, you know, let go of some of that mud and debris and old crap that don't really serve us, this is what's underneath it. Little angel on the earth. And, you know, so I think they're telling you you're on the right path. You're doing what you need to do, you know, and to keep on that track. Because in a lot of ways the world can seem upside down sometimes. And this is your way to flip it, you know, and to make what seems not right. You know, it's like you bring the good guy out, you clear away the mud so that we can see clarity. So I just think they're really encouraging you and saying, good job.
Very good. And that's kind of what I got through. I really felt that way. You are making some transformations. So stay positive. It's very difficult to clear a karmic relationship. I understand. So
yeah.
Thank you, Fruity. So here we got Cat Mama Meow, wondering what 2023 looks like for her.
2023 is here.
Oh, you're also in Germany. Okay. Oh, is Susa here too? Hi, Sue. How are you, Susa? Oh, thank you so much, dear.
All these Germans.
Germany's, I know.
German persons. Yay! Germany in the house.
Wiener Schnitzel.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sauerkraut.
That's right.
Love sauerkraut.
Uh-huh.
What does my 2023 look like for Cat Mama Meow? There may be cats in your future.
No, that's impossible.
It's just coming to me. I don't know.
It is. It's the great Carmack, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
Well, that's a nice, lovely card. I hope we all have that one that I drew. Okay.
Isn't that funny? I pulled the magic lamp for you first, Cat Mama. The magic lamp is wish fulfillment. There's hidden magic that's happening for you. I don't know where or in what way, but there's some hidden magic coming. It does. The card next one is rosary, and a lot of people go, I'm not Catholic, but no, it means there's some spiritual path that you're going to be following a little bit more stringently, maybe, or a new thing that you will be, maybe you'll start talking to animal communication. Who knows? But my favorite, here we go. The disco ball comes up. Woo! You're going to have some fun times, girlfriend. The nightlife and exploring your freedom. Have a wonderful time. Yeah, I see really good things here for you, Cat Mama.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Just on that question, what does my 2023 look like? It looks like a time to become all that you are. It's a time of wholeness. Really, you know, achieving more what you would like to achieve here on the earth in this time frame that we all volunteered to come to. So I think it's a time, and probably for most of us, feeling a little bit more wholeness than we've felt for a while, because there's been a lot of like kind of up and down crazy energies, but I think it's kind of settling down a little bit and seeing your reflection, your true reflection. There you go. Also, I'm just hearing the card say, don't. Well, here's the card, judgmental observer critic. I'm saying, give yourself a break, pat yourself on the back more. Don't say, oh, I could be so much better. You know, it's just saying, keep giving yourself credit. Be grateful for what you do. Don't worry about what you don't do so much. You know, you don't need little judgmental kitty there. on your back, because I don't think there's really a lot to judge. So, you just want to release that, let go of that, so that you can be full and whole. And then I also think this year there's going to be some opportunities for you to do opportunities to pounce and decide to act. Yeah. So it's going to be like, fun. This reminds me kind of some of the things that Allie was reading in your cards, some of those cards. I'm going to grab it up. And look how cute that kitty cat is. So it feels good. I'm going to say 2023 feels like fun.
Oh, she's going to try to start her YouTube channel. I think you'll do perfectly well. I'm so happy to hear that, Cat Mama. You will have so much fun, honestly. Yeah. Good
and
for
we'll
you.
Move out of
and pounce on it.
Trying to start my YouTube and to decide to do it. Decide to act. Pounce on it. Bounce. Yeah. Okay, he's wild abandon.
That's
Doesn't
right.
even care where he lands. He's just jumping for it. Yeah.
Not trying to. You are starting your YouTube channel. There you go.
I know.
All right.
That's a great word to change. I just had that in a private session where we had that same thing where I'm going, well, first of all, you're not trying.
Right.
You're doing.
You're doing. That's
so let's just switch the try into I'm doing it,
Right.
Maybe not perfectly, but I'm doing it. Yeah.
I do have to say, folks, that we usually go about an hour. We've been on here for about 50 minutes, and I will try to answer the questions that I had earlier before I closed questions. I'm so sorry if we can't take your question today. My apologies. But we will be back next week, same time, same channel, and we can take your questions. So I just, I don't like to pass over people at all.
Yeah, I know.
But I need you to know that, we can only have a certain amount of time. So, okay. So JL Vader, any messages? She's not picky. Spirit, ancestors, or pets?
I keep missing a message. JL Vader. It's called Cat Mama Meows Do Drop In. Is that your channel's name? Okay. Pets me. I feel like I keep missing any messages from Spirit.
Oh, I just love that Cat Mama. There you go. Thanks, Willow, for helping out in the chat. All right, JL, I get here that there have been some huge obstacles and some conflicts that you've been going through. This, it's like a grenade exploding. It's been different. There are people maybe that have been not as kind as they should be. But please know that you are safe. That's important to know. The next card I get is the Star, and that's a fabulous card. So it says there's hope and healing and inspiration for you, and your dreams will be fulfilled. You just have to hang on, know you're safe, and stay away from some of the people that have been giving you a really hard time. Okay?
With the big message I'm getting here, and a lot of times you guys, you ask a question, and whether you know it or not, you kind of ask it for all of us, because a lot of times the message kind of comes through that everybody can benefit from. But I'm getting, more than anything, keep a sense of play and joy, just for the fun of it. Kind of live life for the fun of it, instead of for the work of it or the job of it. Seek out fun and remember to be playful and lighthearted as you go through the day, if as much as you're able to. And in that, when you keep that energy going through, it's so much easier then to do anything else you have to do in the year, to clean up any kind of messes that are made. It's so much easier to be accountable and to clean stuff up when you have a lighthearted attitude and sense of playfulness. You know how you can cleaning the house can be a lot more fun when you make a game out of it. I know it sounds, maybe even childish, but it really does make a difference. I make a game out of channeling. I'm playful in it, or with this or whatever. I try to keep it as light and as playful as possible because it never hurts. It always helps. Do you have a pet right now, JL? I don't know if you're still here.
If you are, JL, let us know.
I feel like your pet, if you got one, I think you do, says they help you with that joyful energy and that playful energy, and they would like to even continue to serve you in that way, to remind you to laugh and enjoy the day. My pets do that for me all the time. They make me laugh so much when I think they couldn't possibly be funny again. I've had them for years, but they constantly crack me up just being themselves. But I laugh all the time, and I just think, how could I still be laughing at this little monster? But they do lift me up, and they make me realize, I don't need to be so serious all the time. Yeah. Anyway.
Yep. That's cool, Mark. You and I have a lot in common. Mark and I are about 2 days apart, same year, everything. And so we have a lot of things that we have that are similar.
We have that Libra brain too, kind of.
That Libra brain, that balance. That's right. Thank you, JL. All right. I want you guys to know I have Catherine Johnson, Cynthia Pierce, Joe G, and Wooly Bear. And that's who I have here for the remainder of this particular show, in case you've been waiting and wondering. So if any of those people are still here, please let me know. We're going to do Catherine right now. But Cynthia Pierce, just tell us if you're here. Joe G and Wooly B, that would be helpful. Okay. So we have, is the new job my husband was offered a good choice? He must be having some thoughts about that. Well, you must be.
That a good job choice for Catherine's husband.
Okay, Willie B, thank you, dear. Cynthia, thank you. Hi, Annie. I don't know if I saw your question. Was it a long time ago?
Yeah, I think it's a good choice. The pendulum thought about it a second and then said it is. I think, look it over again a little bit more, if he's still looking at it. I think there's other reasons that make it a good choice that might not be completely obvious right on top. It could even be things like the distance that you go to it, or the group that you're in, or something like that. But there seems like to be more beneficial, more good than is obvious right at the beginning. So look at it a little bit more and weigh it, but I think it's a good choice.
Okay. I get a yes, definite yes on this. So I also pulled a card, and it says that he will be perhaps in the spotlight, and maybe have, get the attention that he needs. And that doesn't necessarily mean he's going to, stay at this job for the rest of his life or anything, but it may be a stepping stone for him. So good luck. Good luck. Good luck. All right. Cynthia Pierce. Any messages from my son's dog, Zelda?
Is Zelda alive or passed? I feel like alive, but I always have to check. Cynthia, are you here?
Yeah, she is here. Okay, Annie, I got it. Hi, Hilda Flores.
I feel like it's a live dog, but Zelda. Any messages from Zelda?
Cynthia, let us know. Is Zelda still alive?
Yeah. Alive. Oh, no.
Alive, yep. And Willow says, is it a big woolly dog? Well, okay. Well,
Thank you, Cynthia. You know, I asked that question and I always get the answer in my head, but then I like to double check on that because sometimes
yeah.
there's more animals around and I don't want to read the wrong one or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Usually if I ask it out loud, I'll get an answer, but then I
Get an
go, oh, I better check it.
Do you ever get that there might be a dog that appears to be alive because their spirit is so overwhelming in a house? But
Yeah,
they
and sometimes
have
that can happen too. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so, or sometimes somebody has more than one dog in their house and or pet, and they're all kind of gathered up for the question time.
Sure.
And so
Sure.
they'll jump ahead or something like that.
Wow.
But Zelda, what you think, Zelda? She doesn't necessarily think of herself as only your son's dog. She is his dog and she knows that, but she also feels like she likes other people too in the family.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
I don't know. Does your son live away from the house? She seems familiar with you too, besides just him.
Uh-huh.
I feel like she might need a little bit of training. I just want to remind you. Oh, he lives with you. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, because puppy dog's like, yeah, I also know Cynthia.
Oh, he lives with her. Okay.
Yeah. It's kind of like a family, more like the whole family, not just, your son. Although she thinks, she's been appointed to him. and that is, that's her person. But she's kind of a family pet too. Maybe a little bit of training. I'm just going to say, whenever she does the things you like her to do, give her a lot of positive reinforcement. She'll learn best by positive reinforcement. She doesn't deal well with bad dog. So I would limit that. I don't know if you're doing some training right now. Maybe.
I get the same thing, Mark, because I got the teacher card. It's like somebody is training this dog or being, teaching that dog something.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Or the dog is
could be their teacher.
Yeah,
That's true.
teaching, or we're both teaching and learning.
Mm-hmm.
Because the reason I keep thinking about, there's maybe some training that we're thinking about or looking, and it's a work in progress. Yeah, that's what I'm getting.
Yep.
Help is on the way, guidance. So that just means that, she's still learning. She's still figuring stuff out. She's a little young to know everything. You'll have the most success with positive reinforcement. I see she loves treats, but she also loves love and positive talk and stuff like that. She wants to live up to your expectations. She's still learning. There's a little bit more to do. I feel like she's a little young.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, at this point, but she's going to end up being great, I think.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, I get that she's blooming. Zelda's blooming, and you are fortunate to have her. Yeah. She's fortunate to have you. It's a mutual thing. And again, the teacher comes out, which I mentioned before. I get the same thing, that you're working on training her, but she's also a teacher for you, a teacher on how to live life with joy and happiness. So.
That's good to know too. Just quite 2 years, because that 2-year mark in general, I always say it, is when they really become grown up, especially if it's a bigger dog.
Oh,
Uh,
thank you.
it's about 2 years, it's about a
Yeah.
2-year growing process.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden they go, I know how to do it now. It's like there's a shift that happens. They all of a sudden mature a lot. And I
Yeah.
feel like that's where you guys are at. You're getting into that. She also says, though, she likes you, Cynthia. I keep hearing her talk about you. So I feel like you probably feed her stuff because, man, there's a relationship going on with you and her too, as well as with your son and her.
Yep. There you go.
I wouldn't harp on it, but she just keeps saying it in my head. Yeah.
You just made my day, Mark. My little Shih Tzu is going to be 2 in April, and she still craps the floor. She chews on and so I have something to look forward to. She's been horrible.
They usually shift about 2. Yeah.
Okay. Good to know.
It's easier for them to get it all together, everything. Stuff
Right.
like that.
Right. Oh, wow.
She's got stuff going on, though, with the other dogs, too.
Mm-hmm.
That's a little bit mixed in there with her.
Oh, okay.
Oh, she thinks I belong to her. Yes, Cynthia, that's why she kept bugging me with that. Wouldn't let me stop talking about that. She kept going, yeah, but what about her? She kept looking at me. She thinks. That's so cute. I love it.
I know.
I love to hear it when you guys. This is why I like you guys to be here when we do readings.
I know.
Because it really helps me learn too,
Sure.
because, in my mind, I'm going, okay, I told her that. Okay, I told her. But her just keep on, yeah, but you didn't tell her enough that.
Wait a minute. I got your ear now. I want to tell you everything. Yeah.
And I need you to say it one more time. I'm going, okay, Anyway.
That's great, Mark. All right, so we got Joji, and she's wondering if she should build a pallet porch tomorrow, where you stack pallets to create a porch.
Should I build a pallet porch tomorrow?
That's an interesting question. My only concern is, do they shift? I mean, how do you keep it so that the pallets don't shift when somebody gets on it of different weights? And
yeah. I feel like there's a way. She probably has read it or seen it or something.
Maybe some kind of a.
Let me just ask.
Oh, I get you are not prepared. You are
not prepared.
All right. Wow.
Let me see about tomorrow. It says no. But it might be because of weather or something.
Could be. Yeah.
It's not a good idea just for tomorrow. I feel like it's probably a good project.
Yeah.
And I think it would be, fun to do, and that you would like it. I don't know about tomorrow for some reason. Is it about tomorrow? What about, should she build a pallet porch on another day? Yes. Rain everywhere. So it might be that you get up and you're all ready to do it, then you realize, ew, that's the weather or something. I don't know where you are or anything, but that might make you choose another day instead.
So maybe you're just not prepared yet either. Maybe there's something that you lack. So,
do you have
but you ultimately make the decision, Joe.
Right.
You have your own free will, but just think on the things that you might need in order to do that.
I kind of want to look one up now and see what a pallet porch looks like. I can kind of.
The pallets they have that you bring in. But the only thing I'm thinking about is that if you're stacking them, they, do they slide or shift? That's all I'm thinking of.
Yeah, I know. I feel like you'd have to stagger them or something.
Yeah. All right, Willie B. Are you looking for she's looking for a message from Spirit? I'm struggling to find a job that aligns with me. Will I find something by the end of the month? I've been stuck for a while. So here we go with timing again. Let's see. Right. Thanks, Warrior Girl. As far as the gas in dogs, I honestly can tell you if you use plain white yogurt without any flavoring in it and you add a little bit to the food, the gas is like goes away. But I just read the other day you can also give dogs Gas X, believe it or not. It's one of those things that's, dogs can tolerate. So. All right.
By the end of this month, so that's a couple of weeks, 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get a timing card?
It's not too late to make changes.
No.
So I'm not sure if you need to make changes in your resume or if you need to make changes in where you're looking. If you and I would say that you could go down to like an employment security office if you don't know how to do it, or a college, and ask them to help you with your resume. Maybe that's something that you could look into.
I feel like, yep, if there is something there for you. Just, again, just for a minute, sit down and just, like, if you could think of the top 3 things that mean the most to you in a job. What's the 3 most important things to you? Because I'm also hearing there will be an opportunity, but it might not align perfectly right when you get it, but it will. It'll take a little bit. It's like once you get into it, it starts aligning even more and more. But you still want to start with what's the most important thing for you, like what brings you the most satisfaction in the job. I feel like there are opportunities coming. It might be a little into February, maybe.
I don't have a timeline. I don't get that, but let me see. I'll pull another one in that group and see. You'll have to wait a little longer. That's what I get. But, February might be just a little longer. Yeah, so, yeah.
And as you're looking, if it doesn't have 1 or 2 of those top things, don't even pay attention to that one. Just leave that one out. Just send, kind of narrow your search. I know you've been looking for a while. And just go for the ones that really, that sing to you when you're looking for them. And I think it'll come. Be a little more specific and just say, and also say, Spirit, God, universe, I need this to move along. I need this to come now. I've been looking. Yep. Let's get started. But I do hear when the opportunities come, look at them a little bit, because it might not seem perfect at first, but there's a possibility. So I feel like there's things that will resonate with you, and they're there and they're coming your way.
Yeah. I really think too, Annie's saying sage and let the sorrow out. If you've had a toxic job, that's really, really hard to get over. I know exactly how I don't know exactly how you feel, but I've been in a toxic situation before, and it isn't pleasant. So I know that that's going to be one of the things that you're looking to go into, and you don't want to have that happen. You want to be happy when you have to get up and go to work. So good luck, dear. Yep. One more here. Annie wonders how many Claire gifts that she has activated. Oh, I see Alaska. Okay, Dad. Is it time for dinner?
I fed the cat before we started, but they're waiting for their dinner, the dogs.
I get it.
My cats were already telling me they weren't going to wait. I was like, well, I'm going to say the whole facility is activated because it all kind of runs out of the same area. It really is more of what you personally resonate or enjoy the most is the one that will, or the couple because you'll kind of hone in on a couple of them, which will sort of be your favorites. But really, it's all available to you, all of it. And I would say that when you work on your third eye and your pineal gland and all that, it works with all of the clairs, you know. And so it's really more about what you decide to work with, practice with, play with. And then those will become kind of your favorites, I think.
Look to where you feel the most, what kind of a learner you are. Are you a visual? Are you an audio learner? Are you a kinesi? I did pull the ballerina, so that's more kinesiology, in movement and that kind of thing. But that doesn't mean that, I think Mark's right. I think you have all of the clairs activated, but we always have one that's a little bit stronger than the rest of them. And that one is the one we operate with. With me, it's just a knowing. I think you can hear, can't you, Mark? Can you hear?
Yes.
You clairaudient?
Clairaudient is like was my gateway, kind of.
Okay. So yeah, so everybody's a little bit different. I can't hear anything, and I sometimes see things, but not always. But whatever your learning style is will really point you in the direction as well as to what will work the best for you. You do have, everybody is unique. You are unique as an individual snowflake, and you just need to remember that you have the stage, which means you have the ability to utilize these things. And you just have to believe in what it is that you feel, see, hear, whatever. And that's the hardest part to get over, I think. We think, oh no, am I really thinking that? It's my voice, or, you know, whatever it is that's in your head. And it's hard to step back and just say, it's coming from my intuition, and this is what I'm hearing or seeing or feeling. So,
yeah. And then, you know, practice with it. Because that's when you realize if it's working or not working, or what's working better and what's not working. You know, that I know things, that's clairsentience. It's just sort of a gut knowing or awareness. You just know it. It's like a...
Yeah.
But so I can say that from time to time, I'll use all of them. It just depends. Clairaudient is my number one because I hear stuff, and even when I say that, it's not really like hearing, but it is. And I'm not usually visual, but sometimes I'll just be really visual all of a sudden. It just kind of depends, you know.
It's whatever needs at the moment. Yeah,
I'll have a really strong gut feeling, or my intuition's really working, you know. So it just kind of depends on the situation, and you go in and out and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and play around.
Yeah. And if you have prophetic dreams, then you also have the gift of sight. You just do it in your dreams. Right. So watch your dreams and you know, take note of them. Take note of them and see if they come in patterns or symbol for you, because everybody's dreams are very different in symbology to what your experience is, and so on. Yeah. You want to hear, but you're a little scared. I understand, honey. That's the double-edged sword. In other words, we want to hear, but we want to hear on our terms. So you have to set your intentions, and you have to have a talk with your guides and say, you know, I can deal with this, but I'm not ready yet to deal with this, whatever it is that it is.
Yeah. So. And, you know, and with all of you have to kind of figure it out, because I say I see things, but it's not really like seeing.
Right.
And I hear things, but it's not really like hearing. It's like hearing with my physical ears or my physical eyes. But that's the closest thing that it seems like, you know.
Yes.
When I hear, it's like, well, it's like, you know, they'll talk in sentences and stuff, and I hear it. It's most like the way your brain would talk to you, but you learn the difference. One comes from inside, one comes from outside. So it's a little bit of practicing and learning. Yeah.
Good luck, Annie. That's wonderful. I wish you well with the development of your gifts. And anyone else here, everybody's got gifts. Everybody's got gifts, honestly. Yep. They're all there for you. Can you hear in pictures? Sure. Why not? Yeah. Oh, there you are, Joan. Hearing can be like a thought rather than a stranger's voice. Thank you. Thank you,
That's
Joan.
true. It
Yeah.
can feel like thoughts.
We miss you. We wish you were here with us today, but thank you, Joan, for trying to come back and so on, and everybody
better.
for being with Mark and I today. Hopefully next week we won't not have the same issue with these technical issues. So
She said her
anyway.
smoke alarm went off for no apparent reason right after she left.
Oh my goodness, Joan. Were you
I'm
thinking
only
too hard?
laughing, Joan, because it has to be energetic. It's just so much going on.
Yeah.
And if it was just you, I'd say, but it's not. It's like everybody I know.
Everybody. Yeah, everybody.
Some kind of
We're not alone. We're not alone. There you go. Thanks,
Debbie and I
everybody.
struggled for 3 weeks trying to get our show up and running because of one thing or another, like just a constant, okay, well, just seems.
Just got to go with what spirit happens. Yeah,
that's true.
You're welcome, everybody. Thank you, Mark. I love you, guy. And take care. We'll see you next week.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yep. Bye-bye.